I don't even play World of Warcraft anymore, but I've been watching this guy that does like little like lore videos and like
Yeah.
dungeon dungeon guides. But I just think he's funny. Like I don't even play anymore. I don't even care.
It's kind of like I watch RuneScape videos now.
RuneScape video.
And I played like for 5 minutes like a few days ago. And I just stopped. I'm just keep watching videos on it. Just people clicking and fishing.
Yeah, that's RuneScape. Did you ever play?
I played RuneScape for years.
Really?
Yeah, that was my first MMO actually.
Man, I've been missing MMOs personally.
I have 2 because they're all starting to feel the same.
Yeah.
I miss the days when you had like
the wonder.
Yeah.
Oh man, I get to be a L.
All right, okay, let's talk about that then. So, welcome guys. I am Trey.
I'm gonna leave.
And this is the another Incognito Quickie.
Mm-hmm.
So this is going to be a shorter episode. Today we're going to be talking about some of the fun parts of the internet that we enjoy.
It's not all doom and gloom and porn.
Yeah. Well, sometimes the porn can be fun.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm all about it.
But this is the family-friendly fun side. Well, this is the fun
friendly.
side.
Fun.
This is the friendly fun side. So we were just talking about MMOs and stuff.
Yes.
That's one of the big things that actually got me into the internet, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish MMOs felt the same way.
Yeah, there was like, especially when you're a kid and you're like, this world is so big. Whoa.
Yeah.
You know, I get to go exploring,
like wonder,
go on adventures. Not so much anymore.
Because there wasn't really. I remember when I started playing MMOs, there wasn't really guides and stuff.
Yeah.
There wasn't too many.
Mm-hmm.
You had to really
you just kind of have to
explore and wing it to find a lot of stuff. And all the MMOs were different back then. Like, I don't know if you remember these, but we had Adventure Quest, which was like that 2D like
I don't know
anime thing. Then we had RuneScape, which was like this not top down, but like third person.
Yeah. Just polygonal.
And then World of Warcraft, which was like the big one.
Yeah. I played WoW for a long time.
Yeah, like they
I
all
was
felt
never
different.
like hardcore though. So anyway, no, I played a lot of like free to play ones.
Oh yeah,
there was like Night Online or Nights Online.
Oh
and
wow,
that's kind of
I
like
totally forgot about that.
That's one of the first ones I played. And I don't remember the name, but it was pretty much like Nights Online, but it was like in an Asian mythology setting. I don't remember what it's called, but I played that for a while. There was Guild Wars, like the first one, was a lot different than what it is now.
Mm-hmm.
So there was that. I'm trying to think of what other ones.
Did you were you a part of like those free, like there were kind of like social media / games like Gaia Online or like Habbo Hotel?
I was on them every now and then. I wasn't
Millsbury.
Yeah, I liked them. I think I went through a phase where I thought it was really cool, and then very quickly after I was like, okay, I'm bored. I really was. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like when I was into it, I liked it a lot. I thought it was fun. I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
I don't remember why I all of a sudden was like, I don't like it anymore. I think it just got kind of boring.
Yeah.
Like I had asked for like a few bucks to get some of the. I think it was Habbo Hotel to get like
the currency or whatever.
Yeah. And get the little furniture. And I think I got the little room and I set it up the way. My parents were like, yeah, okay, here, have some. You know, I set it up the way I wanted, and then I was like, well, what now?
Yeah.
And
now what do I do? I just look at it.
Yeah. It was more of the whole community, I guess. You were supposed to go out and like talk to people.
Yeah.
I've honestly never been very good at like communicating through
online.
text or online. That's why I don't do online dating. I'm just not very good at it.
I haven't been able to either on like communicating on those kind of games was always hard for me. And because I never knew what to talk about other than the game. Like there are people walking around like, yeah, after school I'm gonna go do this, but I was literally on there by myself, just fishing for lobsters on RuneScape for 15 hours a day, just doing that.
No,
and people would walk up and they're like, "Hey," and I'm like, "Oh god, I'm just gonna keep clicking."
I did get, at least when I played WoW, I started playing WoW more often when I was older. 'Cause when I got my own job and paid for my own subscription.
Is it subscription based or is it like one time buy?
World of Warcraft is subscription based, yeah.
Okay.
And I did have some, like, I never like joined like a guild and had friends on there, but
Yeah.
I did a lot of what they called dungeons, which they would team you up with random people, and I really enjoyed that. You know, there was quite a few times where, you know, you get a really nice group of people, and you get along, and you're like, yeah, let's play for like the next 4 hours together, and you do.
Yeah.
You know, it's like hanging out. You know.
Yeah.
So that was fun, but I don't really do that anymore.
There's a game called Raids that made me really, really into it, like, or into the whole like communicating with players and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It was just the way it sounds. Like you would go into a dungeon and raid this giant boss, and you would need to work with other players in order to do it. You could do it by yourself, but it would just require you to spend hours and hours and hours and hours of grinding it to maybe even have a chance of beating it. But it was really fun. I remember I remember playing a lot of the more than MMOs. I played a lot of those Flash games.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what
like
you're
those
talking
are my favorite.
Yeah,
like where you can just go to like Newgrounds and just
Flash games.
I love those so much.
I was gonna bring up the the ones that were like pretty much like forums, and then the one I remember. I don't remember the name, but you would pick a side, and it was like a fantasy based one. You could either be like in the humans or like the orcs, and it was essentially like a forum, you know, and then you'd kind of. I don't remember what you did, but you would like challenge, like you'd build a little army, but you'd not see anything. It was just numbers. It was like almost like an online like tabletop game, but I don't know. It's just, it was a long time ago. I wish I could remember the name. It's just, but I didn't stick around on that very much, honestly. Obviously, I don't remember what the hell it was.
Well, one thing that I know we always, whenever we mention YouTube, we do that thing where we're like, yeah, the good old days of YouTube. So, like, what do you think is the difference between YouTube now and YouTube then? Like, 2000, when was YouTube made? 2005?
I don't remember. I was in around there because I was in high school when it started becoming a thing. What would be the difference?
Yeah, like, what do you think changed? Or, yeah, like, why do we say, the good old days? Like, what makes us say that?
I guess for me personally, it was just because it was new. I know a lot of people bring it up, and it seems kind of like overdone, but I think it's true. There was a lot more indie creators. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I used to watch these guys, and I think they eventually became like a company in Austin. I think they're still around, but it was Indie Mogul, and it was about how to make,
2005. I got it right.
Oh, okay. It was about making like indie films, and they had this show called Backyard Effects, where he would roll this thing on a roulette, and it'd be like anywhere from a trip to Jersey to like $100, and he'd have to build something using that and only that.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I fucking loved it. It was great. And in fact, like I started watching that, and that show was one of the things that made me want to make movies and things like that. Because it was just it looked so fun. I know I've never brought up The Thing, the movie.
Okay.
But I have brought up how I like good older horrors,
like classic movies.
Yeah, because of how they had to do effects, and that it was all like trying to figure out with
like trial and error, what's gonna work, what's not.
Well, it was more like, like I said, Jason had to stab through a thawed chicken. That stuff. If I could make a horror movie, I'd try to do that. I'd try to do it all like practical effects and see if I could pull it off. I love that stuff, and Backyard Effects was one of those things that I was like, oh man, I want to make movies. This looks so much fun. I don't know. What was another thing that I used to watch back then?
I used to watch a lot of the. I don't know if they still make them. The stick fighting videos. I used to watch a lot of those. And then any sketch comedy I watch, because sketch comedy is kind of dead on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's just not. It doesn't go with the YouTube format anymore.
Yeah.
You're taking a loss making it essentially. But back then they just did it because it was fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember there was this group on YouTube called Cyber Kiwi 27. And
I don't know.
They were like these, my age, like maybe like 12 to 15, just making dumbass videos, and I would watch them over and over again. Like they were really stupid.
Yeah.
And I remember last year I went and watched it again, and I was like, God damn, wow, I was stupid. This is awful. But at the same time, I found myself laughing at it again.
Yeah. Nostalgia. The nostalgia factor makes it better. In a similar sense, I never really looked too much into it, but in that same skit format, it was like 5-second films.
Yeah.
And my favorite one is like it's two people sitting in an office, and one of them is like, what's the point to Cinco de Mayo? And like the other guy turns around and he's holding like 2 bottles of tequila, and as it like as he says every single word, it closes up on his face, and he just looks at him. He's like, "Shut the fuck up," and that's where it ends. And I saw it. I was like, "Fuck, that's great."
Yeah, and I think it was easier to enjoy content back then. I think.
Yeah.
Because now I feel like there's so many options of what to watch. Like there are huge YouTubers that I know nothing about.
Yeah.
There's like hundreds of people with millions of subscribers that I know nothing about. And back then it was kind of easy because everyone kind of knew who the big ones were. There weren't even YouTubers, really. That wasn't a thing. It wasn't a term.
It was just people doing things on the internet.
Yeah. Do you remember How Animals Eat?
I don't think so, no.
It was like those 2 guys sitting in a cardboard box, and one was like eating lettuce or something, like just a salad. And the other guy would run into the room as pretending to be an animal.
Yes,
and he would
I have seen those. It's been a long time, but I know what you're talking about.
But they were really funny, and then I remember they went like viral, like everywhere, and that was like the peak of internet humor.
Yeah.
And then after that, it just got. I don't know. Would you say you would still enjoy YouTube now?
Yes and no. I watch it for different reasons. Back then, it was because, I wanted to either, I don't know, find something funny or something cool or whatever. Yeah. Nowadays, I use it as background noise, or every now and then there is something that I enjoy. Like I like to listen to like scary stories, like narrated scary stories.
Same here.
A lot of times I'll put those on in the background while I'm driving or something like that.
Yeah.
While I'm working, sitting at my desk trying not to fall asleep. So, I don't know. I really don't know anymore. Mostly because it's kind of like I like the fact that people are making longer content now.
Yeah.
Because like you get more at a time, but at the same time I don't like it because it's really long. And sometimes I'm like, I got like 10 minutes to get a laugh, I can't watch your 1 hour video. I'm sorry.
I think YouTube now has made people more. I may contradict myself here, but I feel like YouTube now has made people more creative. I think the internet and YouTube and stuff like that is more fun now.
Okay.
Because I think people. They have more like ammunition to do the things they want to do. So like you have people who make the gaming and stuff like that. Like there's a community for everyone on there now.
Okay.
So there's a lot of stuff, but you can find exactly what you want at this point.
Yes, I kind of agree because I know I've mentioned before that I like that the internet has allowed for media to evolve. And it has in a lot of things, like with horror media and things like that. But so there'd be people out there that would disagree with you.
Yeah.
In the sense that the biggest channels now are all tied to a corporation. Like fucking BuzzFeed or whatever the company that owns them has like 10, 15 channels, you know?
Yeah.
And they all get like millions of views, and somebody doing the same thing, and it's just them, wouldn't get anywhere near those many views. In fact, I'm pretty sure they've gotten in trouble for stealing content. So that's kind of like...
So I guess that's where I would contradict myself, because I agree.
Yeah.
But that's... I was making it more about like less of the people, everyone's doing the same thing, and more of you can find exactly what you want. So yeah, BuzzFeed is out there with the cesspool of all kinds of different
clickbait videos.
Yeah.
Watch this top 10. Number 5 will blow your mind.
Yeah. They have those, but then you can find that small YouTuber, and you may like him a lot more, so you can watch him. He's an option. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can pick and choose the vibe you want. There's
a lot of good communities to find out there if you look hard enough.
And sometimes those small communities are like the best ones.
Yes, I agree. Actually, though, I don't. I agree. But I know I've been going...
Agree with me, damn it.
No, it's like I was about to say, like, I try to stay out of like the communities mostly because it's just not something that I'm into.
Yeah.
I like to watch stuff and kind of go along. And I know I've been going over... I've talked a lot about this shit. But where are the communities that I've actually been like, you know what? I want to be a part of this community is the Hololive VTuber shit. Because... they've done a lot of really good things. I've wondered if eventually they would be able to do like charities and stuff, and I think it'd be really
charities.
Really successful.
Easy.
But they're owned by a company, so I don't know how that would go.
How does that work? How do you become a VTuber? Do you have to like make your persona, or does someone make it for you? Like, how does...
I don't know. It depends. I mean, if you're working for a company, they make it for you.
So when it comes to the... What's her name? Gura?
The shark girl?
Yeah.
Somebody made that for her. Well, I don't know. I don't know what goes on behind the cameras. For all I know, maybe they get with them and they're with like the talent, and they're like, "Well, this is the way we're wanting to go. You know, what do you want to do?"
Yeah.
But I don't know. I know a lot of independent ones just kind of make their own character and just kind of go with it. From what I've seen, anyway.
I would love to try it, but I just don't think I could convey the emotion needed to be a VTuber. You know, like usually the VTubers have like the avatar itself isn't very emotive, just because technology isn't to that point.
Yeah.
But the person behind the avatar is very emotive.
Yeah.
I don't think I have that in order to be one. I'd be just like a stoic fucking rabbit character that's like, yep.
I feel the same way about anything like this. Because, like, I think streaming and stuff would be fun because it kind of feels like you're doing, like it would be like working for, like, a TV station in, like, the old days, you know, because you got to make your own little things, your own assets, you know, whatever, right? But I don't feel charismatic enough to do it by myself. Or even this. I don't know if I'd be, like, I don't think I feel charismatic enough to do this by myself. Does that like, I don't.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. It's hard to think of. Well, not hard for some people, but it's hard to think of. Like I would say, it's hard for me and you to think of ourselves as, oh, we're entertaining, we're funny.
Yeah,
like, I can't even say that without kind of like cringing a little bit.
Yeah, I don't like saying that either. Yeah. It just makes me feel weird.
Yeah,
it's like, no, I don't want to. And like, I know I've been told that people find it funny when you know, I go off on my little, you know what I dislike,
you know,
potatoes,
what grinds my gears.
You know, I get it, but at the same time, it's like, well, you know, I actually feel that way.
Broccolis are tiny trees.
I like to say that if I were a meme, and I know I've told you, I'd be the one from It's Always Sunny.
Always Sunny
where he's pointing at the corkboard.
There's like all the different.
Yeah, that's like a meme like representation of me or the way I talk sometimes. I don't know. It's I like the community aspect. I'm glad that people find things. I know.
Yeah,
I've seen a lot of stuff come up recently, and we're recording this in the middle, although some people would like to pretend like it's not, of the pandemic, and there's still a lot of people stuck at home.
It's very real, people. Be safe, please.
Yes.
Social distance, wear a mask. Continue.
There's still a lot of people stuck at home, dealing with a lot of stuff, and I've seen a lot of like comments pop up in different communities and like videos and then stuff like that where it's like this community or this thing that I'm following has gotten me through a lot this year, and I feel a little conflicted about it because of the sense that I'm glad, hey, if getting up to every day to see this shark girl play a video game is what keeps you going, awesome. You watch that shark girl play a video game.
Yeah.
As long as you're okay and you're safe. But at the same time, there's got to be a time where you move away from that, right?
No.
And I'm talking about like that not be the only reason you live for.
Gotcha. I was like,
as in,
no,
like, yeah, you can keep watching Shark Girl play video games, but at one point, you have to be like, you know what, I feel better now. I should maybe go out into the world.
I would think so. I think that's what people are saying. I don't think they go at it with the reproach of like, you keep me alive. Like,
that's what though. I've seen some people that say
stuff like that.
Yeah,
Ugh,
but on the same sense though, a lot of these communities have kind of banded together, and there's a lot of people like kind of making little like fan art and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And that, I feel like, is a step in the right direction. Because it's not like, oh, watching these videos help me live. It's like, okay, glad that you've got something going on. Not exactly healthy.
Yeah.
But, like I said, I've seen a lot of the people that say that then be like, hey, I'm glad I joined this community. Especially right now, because I feel very lonely with everything that's going on.
I think that's what I was trying to say before with the whole community thing. It's fun that people have a place. You can... No matter where you go on the internet, you can find a place where you feel like you can belong.
Yeah, that's a good part of it.
Yeah, I think that's one of the best parts, is because we didn't have that before. If you were lonely and you feel like you couldn't talk to people before, like the internet blew up, that was it. You kind of just had to.
You either tried to fit in with the people that were around you, or you were shit out of luck.
Well, yeah, that was it. And
that's pretty
now,
tough.
With the click of a button, you can find people who are just like you.
Mm-hmm.
Who think the way you do, and if they don't, they're still willing to let you in.
That's another one of the things that I go off on a lot with the internet. I know we just shit on the internet so hard a little bit ago, but that's another great thing that you could be like, oh, I'm the only one that has this weird kink or this weird fetish or this weird interest.
Yeah,
it was just fucking shoot your shot, throw it out there on the internet. More than likely, somebody else has it. And it's great for that because, I don't fucking know. I remember seeing someone that liked to draw like little anime as girls with like big knees, which I don't remember where I saw it, but like that guy, I'm sure, pretty sure it was a guy, was like, this is weird. I know it's weird that I'm into this, but you know what? I'm gonna put it out on the internet, and even if it's just 5 people that are like, oh man, I love this, it's 5 more people that you found that are into your love of girls with big knees.
Big knees. Yeah, that's what I enjoy the most about it. Like, me and Ling doing Sunday sipping and stuff. Like we have a lot of our friends watching our little show on Sunday, and it's like I said, it's most of our friends, but we do have a few people who we don't know who just come on there and just hang out for hours.
Cool.
And it just feels good, like to know that there's someone who's like, yeah, I was looking through all these hundreds of channels and stuff like that, and I happened to see yours, and I stayed for weeks, and I'm just gonna hang out with you. It just feels good to know that there are people who are going through their life and going through their day and just saying like, you know what, I'm gonna spend some time with the guys I barely even know, just some guys I met online, and they're really cool. Like we've had people, one guy on our channel, his name is NC. or NCD, but all he does is he'll come. He had a few accidents recently where he got hit with a baseball on the head.
Ooh.
I think like twice.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, "Yep, I'm just barely hanging in there, but I had to show up for this episode." I'm like, "Thanks, man. Like, get better." But like, I'm glad you like it.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah, it feels good.
That is really nice. I feel bad because I haven't been able to watch the past few weeks.
Oh, I've noticed. No, I'm kidding.
I noticed. Why haven't you been?
No, I mean,
I don't know why. I've had other shit going on
on
Sundays recently. I'm like, I'll watch it this today, and then I'm like, shit, I gotta go deal with this thing.
That's fine.
So
we understand people have their own lives and stuff, so they have stuff that they gotta do. But I just think it's I know, like we said, we shit on the internet before a lot. There's a lot of bad shit on the internet.
Yes,
but sometimes those little things go a long way. Sometimes meeting that guy online, or girl online, or other online, and just having that conversation where you do get to shoot your shot and see, oh yeah, I have this weird interest, like you said, and there's other people out there that do have that same interest, and they're like,
there's no way there isn't.
Yeah, there's no.
And
way
even if
not.
there isn't, maybe somebody will see it and be like, you know what, I'm into
that too. Yeah, and maybe someone's thinking the exact same thing you are. Like, yeah, no one's gonna like this interest.
You don't know. Try it. Well, I guess my biggest thing, like I said, I feel like that's a part of me that's changed a lot, and I think it goes from being so angry as a teenager to passionate, as you put it, as an adult. I like I said, if getting up to see the Shark Girl play games, or to see the next Markiplier episode, or see this next episode of, I don't know, whatever, right? If that's what keeps you going, who am I to say no? Who am I to tell you you're wrong? No, you keep doing it as long as it keeps you going.
Keep finding those things you like and exploring. Provided that are healthy, but
yes. Well, there's a whole different conversation on that, but I'm all for that. And then you'll find communities where you'll feel wanted, and it'll be good
for sure. All right, well,
there's a quickie.
That was a quickie. If you guys have any thoughts on that, then
hit us up. Like I said, we're gonna be having a Facebook, a Twitter, among other things. I always feel bad because I'm like, I'm getting to it. Hold on. I don't know if there's anybody actually listening to us, but I feel bad that I'm like, hey, let us know. And then you're like, where?
Drive to our house. Tell us. Send your messenger pigeon.
We'll meet you at a corner and we'll exchange it like some sort of shady drug deal.
I just imagine, I don't know why this is dumb. I just imagine a cop, like a skit of a cop, like driving slowly down a dark, urban street. You see these shady guys in the street corner, and they're like, "Oh shit!" And then I turn around, and like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And he gets to the car and pats him down, like, "What do you guys? What's in your hand?" And he's like, turned around, has this little rolled piece of paper in his hand. He's like, yeah, I see now. You're exchanging ideas, and he unrolls it, and there's all these great
essentially a YouTube comedy.
Yeah, YouTube comedy of just all kinds of great cool ideas, and they're like, oh, fucking get against the wall. Yeah.
Spread your legs.
Spread your legs. Give us the ideas. Taking this for evidence.
Well, I mean, aside from the laughs, I do want to bring that home again. Hey, if it works for you, as long as it's not unhealthy, which that is a conversation all on its own, where something stops being healthy and starts being harmful to you.
We'll definitely talk about that one day, actually.
I'll support. I was going to bring up the Fortnite kids. Everybody gives kids shit for liking Fortnite and doing the dances and stuff. And I don't like Fortnite. And I sometimes think it's cringy. But you know what? Fuck you. If you want to shit on a kid for dancing, let him have fun.
Let that kid floss nay wit.
Exactly. Let him do his own shit. It's not his fault. You're bitter,
Yeah.
or you don't have something to look forward to.
You shitty adult. Like. Oh wow.
I feel like I just flip flop.
I love how the emotion went from like, this kid deserves this, you fucking asshole. It's just like anger started coming. Oh wow. Well, let's keep this quickie a quickie. And we'll see you guys next time. Again, like Khalid said, we'll have our email, Twitter. What was it? What else do we have?
Facebook.
And Facebook.
Actually, we could give out the email. It's not like attached to anything. Which right now it's Incognito Cast. We are the Incognito Cast.
Yeah.
I put that together. Anyway, Incognito Cast, CTRL, as in control, at gmail.com. So if you are listening to this and you have questions, or you want to, say something
be on the show.
Yeah, if you want to be on the show, and we can figure it out somehow.
Yeah.
Send an email there.
All right. See you guys later. Always listen to each other and be safe. See ya.
Really need to work on intros and outros. Like, I don't